place being the best kept secret in Richmond. And it is in some ways, and I think from my congregation's point of view, I can talk till I'm purple about what the healing place is, and I have, and I do. But the nature of the work at the healing place does not lend itself to lots of exposure.
Volunteers.
Volunteers, you know, the pattern of the Caritas model, the way it's been, or is, you know, if I can get someone down at the place, volunteering at the place, hands-on, encounter, whether it's with clients or just doing furniture or whatever, that makes all the difference in the world as far as knowledge base and ownership of interest in a place.
I think that was the interesting thing with the merge and with the newer programs of Caritas prior to the merge is that it allowed volunteers to rub shoulders and to be involved with the healing place because the Works program was providing the service to the healing place. And the men from the healing place were the ones working in the furniture bank. So it opened the door in different ways to the furniture bank or to the healing place that hadn't been available before. And that's what makes the rest of this program special is working with us.
We had a first this year with a shelter, and then another church came and asked if they could come and watch.
Mentoring.
Watch.
Interesting.
And so they came one night and they kind of mingled with ours and our folks and watched how we did the meal and our prayer groups and the, you know, how we did the laundry and how we did all this kind of stuff. And later in the week they said, well, we want to do something. What can we do? And so I think it was like Friday night or something, they provided the chicken and they came and they served and, you know, because we have people come and serve, and so they actually got to practice it. You know, whether or not their church can host a week may not matter, but now they know a little bit about what it is. So I don't know if that's an option in the future if you've got a church that's interested, but doesn't know anything about it, to partner with a church that doesn't mind hosting. Now I ended up having to deal with one of my church members who said, well, we're big enough, we should be able to do it. Why are they providing chicken? This is ours. What's discipleship, you know? So get the big picture here. It's not whether we can do it or not, we're teaching somebody else to do it.
It's interesting you say that too, because that's, you know, that was another one of our challenges when we were just shelters, that if you were part of a congregation, you knew Caritas and you loved us, but if you weren't, one, you'd never heard of us, and two, there was no way to plug in. Because if we got a phone call, which we always get inundated around the holidays, as you can imagine, the only, we wouldn't ever say, oh, call the key volunteer down at Cool Spring or at MAABC and, see if you can do something. Because we know that that's your congregation's ministry, and we would never insert people in there, without your permission. So it allowed us to open it up to smaller congregations or ones that wanted to do additional things, or other, businesses and other people, families that didn't have anything to do with the congregation. So it's really grown our volunteer program. As Sharon's sitting here, Sharon is our director of community engagement. She's out there, introducing this to
so exciting though to hear everything, all the feedback, because so much of it, either we're on the way there, or
we've had the discussions,
or that's a better idea than what we've already talked about. So this is wonderful.
And with your furniture bank, do you really have a truck that goes to people's houses?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I live in the Fan, and people think of Diversity Thrift right away, and it's a great organization. But I think people would be more inclined to give to you because it's Diversity Thrift resells it versus it going to people in need. And so it's just about how do you get that advertisement out that we're happy to come by and pick things up. Because when we hosted the pod, the biggest complaint from our congregants was, well, I'm not bringing it all the way down to the temple, because they don't live 5 minutes away. Right. Yeah, so.
Yeah, we do it geographic.
Okay.
We scheduled pickups.
But it isn't well publicized. We're working on that.
Yeah.
TV time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're real fortunate, one of the storage units isn't that far away from the church, so if we're not collecting, it's really easy for me to take them there and get it in there.
And that storage facility is filling up like nonstop since Cool Springs has started to do some of these things. We've seen it, a big change over the last couple of months, so we have to be there.
So
A lot more
We
often.
go weekly now then.
Yeah.
Because we
That's
We didn't
awesome.
have to go weekly
That's
before.
awesome,
That's
that's what we
part
need,
of that.
I mean, we need the furniture.
It works really well, and I have to, be kind of careful, I don't want to give the code out to everybody in the world, but, yeah. But anyway, I don't mind meeting them and going, to do that. It's just a great opportunity, and there's a lot of that going on with senior adults, going into smaller housing and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And other groups from Cool Springs are starting to call. Men's groups are contacting us, looking for ways to engage. So, the things that you're doing are working. We're seeing the results of that on our end, so thank you.
And the one group that did do a lot of this original work is coming now to do the field trip experience in common. I think you're right, whoever said that coming to the site makes a big difference in that engagement.
And you do little leaflets that we could give to Beth Shalom, which is our senior community here in Richmond, so that as people are starting to check out senior, it's in their packets.
That's a
with-
great idea.
Fabulous.
Yeah, like that.
What to do with my extra stuff?
Anything else for,
And our guys can actually move some of the stuff out of the house. And we can be more full service than we live here.
anything else?
Very great.
This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.